weekly address from the post I made earlier. So the guy says on here, he says, what do I need to do as a man? What do we need to do as men to make women happy? What do you want, women? Of course, you're going to say basic answers like loyalty, commitment. That's obvious in any relationship. So my response to him was, it is not your job as a man to make me happy. He says I'm wrong, and then he goes off on me, and he's like, you're not thinking right. So the thing that I was saying to him was obviously hitting a nerve because he wasn't responding to anybody else. He just kept going off and just responding to me. He responded to one other lady. Bottom line, it is no one's responsibility to make you happy. That is an inside job first and foremost. Then what anybody else gives to you is overflow. In relationships, friendships, it doesn't matter what the connection is. On jobs, it's not your job. Why would I give you that much power? Why would you give anybody that much power to make you happy? And then now you're unhappy because they're not doing this, they're doing this. And then they're making these choices. And now I also said that, yes, now if your choices start to take away from the happiness that I already have, then that's when I need to move around. We need to have a serious conversation about some changes and work through some things. But if it comes down to it and it's constantly over and over, and I'm just not happy with the choices that you are making that's affecting my happiness, then yes, it's time to go our separate ways. I've been there before. Now, am I happy all the time? Of course not. There are times when I get down, but then again, that's still my responsibility. People can come along and encourage me. Yeah, here's the thing. People come and encourage you all the time. And sometimes you're still down, right? You can read a positive post and you're still down. Because eventually and inevitably, you are the one that has to go within and work on those thoughts and work on the things that are causing you to feel the way that you feel. Yes, sometimes I'll go put on a nice album like my other playlist by Doria Marie. Or I'll go read a good book, Finish It by Doria Marie. Or I'll go put on a workout video by Doria Marie. Minute to Finish It, plug. And that'll get me along, or whatever you choose to listen to or watch, it'll get you along. But obviously, bottom line, you're going to have to do the inner work to make yourself not even just happy, but to get joy, to have the joy that you need in your life. No man should be able to come into your life and make you happy, or a woman. Same thing with men. Well, I'm waiting to be happy when I get with somebody, because when they disappoint you, then you're going to be unhappy again. So I'm not thinking wrong. I beg to differ. And to me, a man should be happy to hear that it's not their responsibility to make a woman happy. Men, I know, there are so many men I know that are miserable, and they have to come home and see a woman that they're with this look on her face all the time because she's just unhappy. Like, I can never please her, Dorian. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. Not a novice here, got a degree in it and experience. Over 20 years of counseling. Men have said all the time, I just can't make her happy. I just can't make her happy. And vice versa. I can't make him happy. I can't make him happy. That's number one, not your job. That's something on the inside of that person that they need to deal with. We're not talking about, stuff that you're actually doing to cause pain and distress and despair in your relationship. We're talking about let's stay where we are with him asking women that are constantly on the phone complaining to their girlfriends, girl, he ain't do this. And then I've been asking him to do this. And then he said he's going to take me here and he didn't take me there. And now, I said, I just want him to hold my hand when we got in public and he don't do that. Just stuff that we complain about. Yeah, you have those conversations and you talk about it. But what's going to happen when he can't be there? If his job takes him somewhere, or he gets, deported somewhere, where he has to go work, far away from you, and he can't hold your hand. So now you're going to be unhappy till he gets home to hold your hand. That's what I'm saying is, as women, we have to do that inner work first. And that's what's more attractive to a man anyway. When you're happy and that's what attracts men to you. They're attracted to your smile, your energy, your light, and they like that. And then once they get with you, then you start to hopefully you don't turn, and then you want them to do that. And then they're like, well, what happened to the person that I was attracted to? That's because I was doing my own thing. Here's another thing. A lot of women, you're not happy in your relationship. This is not for everybody. I can't address everything, and I want to keep the video short. First of all, Find your purpose. Find what you're here to do. The reason why I'm happy and a man is not making me happy and only adds to my happiness is because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in life as a person. I have my clothing line. I have my album. I have my music. I have my book. I have my fitness stuff that I do. And of course, I'm a mother. I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do, and that brings me joy. That brings me fulfillment. So you can't so a man that comes in, you can't take that from me. You can't take that joy and that happiness from me. You can only add to it. And if it's at a place where you're adding to it, then you belong. But if you start to take away from the happiness I already have, then you don't belong in the picture. And a lot of us are quarantined right now with people that we're not happy with. Why? Especially if it's year after year after year. This is the kind of stuff I talk about in my book, Finish It. I've been in a marriage like that before. I've been in friendships like that before. I've been at churches like that before. I've been on jobs like that before because they're not making me happy. They're not doing this and they're not doing this. They're not doing that. That's not their job or responsibility. Once I begin to start making myself happy, then certain people just kind of fade away, certain jobs, certain positions, places, because now I'm not depending on somebody else. Why would you want to depend on somebody else to make you happy? And for guys, for this particular person, that's just your ego, sweetheart. That's just your ego talking to say that, no, it's my job to make her happy. If people list, I want this, that, and that, then I'm going to do that for her, and I'm going to be the one to make her happy. You are an imperfect being. You are not capable of doing that. And we weren't created to make other people happy. We weren't created to do that. We were created to have that connection with God, our creator, and that's where our joy comes from. So when I do get down, I'm not going to look to you to make me happy. And then when you don't, now I'm even more pissed or angry or upset. And I'm telling you this, I will be damned, excuse my language, that I'm going to spend the next half of my life, I'm 40 years old, I'm going to spend the next half of my life plus being unhappy with anybody or in any situation. Why? These are people. These are people that you are allowing to affect your happiness and your joy. Where they do that at? Who says that's supposed to happen? Who in the world told us that is supposed to be? So on that note, to women, no, we are not supposed to sit here and, tell men and give them a list. This is what's going to make me happy. This is what's going to make me happy. No, that's not what's going to make me happy. If you want to just put an umbrella over it, allow me to be myself. Allow me to continue to do the things that I'm doing to make me happy. And that's what's going to keep us happy, because men love that. They love the fact that you can make yourself happy. I've heard one man tell this one lady, he was like, you have too much time on your hands. You need to go get a hobby. You need to go do something because you're always in my face about something I'm doing and something I'm not doing. And they're no longer together anymore because she is, that type of person to where her happiness depends on what he was doing and not doing. Instead of getting your own life, have your own life. So when he comes, and it's vice versa. Women don't want a man that they have to always, have to build up and make them happy. And no, it's ideal to attract somebody that knows how to do their own inner work. That's why men in power are so attractive to women. That illusion, of course, because it appears like they've done the work. It appears like they are where they need to be, and they're happy and they're energetic, and you're watching them on stage or you're watching them on movies or whatever it is. That's why you're so attracted to that. And it's not to say that they haven't done the work and that they're not truly happy. I'm trying to talk fast so I can keep this video short. But it is to say that that's why we are attracted to that. And no woman wants to have to do that with the men either. It's like, get happy and be happy and have that joy on your own. That is the responsibility of every person, is to have your own. Because what if you never get in a relationship? And let me check you on this. This is not to say we don't need a man. I never said that. We need men that'll listen. I never said that. I said that the first priority is for her to be happy on her own, so that when somebody else comes into her life, you're just adding to what I have going on already. And that's going to make our life much better, because we're not spending so much time on me telling you and making you make me happy. We're not going to be spending our time doing that. We're just going to keep building on what we both have going on. We need each other. Yes, men need women. Women need men. We need each other in these relationships, friendships. We do need each other. It's not this thing, oh, I'm happy by myself. I don't need nobody. Sure, I'm good. Nobody said anything like that. So that is all I have to say on that matter. I pray for that brother and that he will surrender his ego, because that's all that is. There's nothing wrong. And then he tells me, well, that's going to backfire on you. How is self-healing ever going to backfire on anybody? Because when you choose to make your own self happy and choose not to let it be dependent on somebody else, that's a self-healing mechanism. That's something inside of you that says, I've had some broken places and I'm not going to depend on you to come fix it. You didn't break it in the first place. That's something that I chose to do, chose to be in, or chose to allow myself to be exposed to. Or sometimes we're hurt by other people and we didn't choose to, but we're going to choose to heal ourselves and, produce our own joy. I mean, my God, who as a man wouldn't want a woman that could produce her own joy? My gosh, that is a word. Okay. I'm serious. A woman that can produce her own joy and produce her own happiness and then give some of that to you. Why would you want to take on that load? Man, I gotta make her happy. That's why some of these men are miserable. Anyway, sadly, he and I are no longer friends on Facebook. But hey, it is what it is. I share what I shared. Anyway, go to IamDorian.com, get the book, finish it. You can get the album on iTunes, Spotify, my other playlists. Get you some Finish It gear. I got mugs, I got shirts, I got tanks for men and women. And also, what else? Oh, go watch Minute to Finish It. It's either on YouTube or it's on this page somewhere, like I Am Dorian Music. Have a great day.